Robert, please share with us your career, your background with Hyatt.
John, I'd be happy to do that. My career with Hyatt began in 1975 as a server. My background, of course, is food and beverage. I did restaurant manager, banquet manager, catering manager, stewarding manager, and then was promoted out of Nashville to the Hyatt Regency in Milwaukee as the assistant food and beverage director. I did 10 months in Milwaukee and opened the hotel as the assistant F&B, and then moved back to Chicago, where I was the assistant food and beverage director in Chicago for another year. And from there, I was promoted to food and beverage director in Milwaukee. So I went from Milwaukee to Chicago, back to Milwaukee. And I spent 3 years in Milwaukee and then moved on to Baltimore as director of food and beverage. In that position, I became a regional food and beverage director with our company. So I was traveling to approximately 7 other hotels. And from there in Baltimore, I moved on to the Hyatt Regency Washington on Capitol Hill, where I was food and beverage director. And from there, I was promoted to hotel manager. And from Washington, I left as hotel manager to general manager, opening the Hyatt Fair Lakes. And I did the Hyatt Fair Lakes for 5 years and moved back to Baltimore as general manager, and from Baltimore to Tampa, Florida.
Robert, this past year you've been president of the American Hotel and Lodging Association. I mean, that's quite an accomplishment, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you tell us, how was that like?
That was quite extraordinary. It gave me an opportunity as a general manager to travel our great country, and I had the good fortune of visiting 30 states and 10 universities during the course of the year, speaking not only to the constituents of the American Hotel and Lodging Association, but also to the students across the country. I got to visit states that I never would have gotten to go to, and to meet people. I went up on Capitol Hill and represented our industry with the president and his people, so it was a wonderful year. Loved it.
Now, what advice and suggestions do you have for the students in the various hospitality colleges and universities across the country? What suggestions do you have for them if they're thinking about a career in the hotel or lodging sector?
I think the first thing that I normally tell the students, John, is to be patient. It is an industry that will require you to become a bit patient and to remain humble. While the industry itself is fast-paced, in order to be successful, you need to be patient and know that while you won't become a general manager overnight, within 8 to 10 years you can, if you understand that, and be willing and flexible to move around and relocate. But if you do those two things, I think that, those are the first things that will get you there. We'll build your foundation for you.
So it doesn't matter if you go food and beverage or rooms division or sales and marketing, you can still all get there.
Oh, I think so. I mean, there are some areas that will require a bit more time than others. But yes, in the end, you can come from any discipline within the hotel and become a general manager.
But the toughest way is the way you...
Through food and beverage, yeah, that's correct, John. Through food and beverage is the toughest way, without a doubt.